It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Patriots and the Raiders, and it's all up next.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. This return makes it up to the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Smith. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
That's taken in by Henry. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
May now on 3rd down. Cut by Diggs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jeremy Chinn there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still third down.
Following the flag, they've got 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's the pistol snap to May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To the air yet again, May. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. May now from the gun. He brings it in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see that he's likely in store for some serious work today. He's coming into this final game in position to finish as the league's rushing champ. First down, Smith to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled by Keon White there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will take over. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
To the air on first down, May. It's complete to Stevenson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. On play action, here's May. He fires one deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say the defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And you can see that in our final week of the regular season, no one has had a better nose for the end zone than him. The give inside to Stevenson. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Handoff now out of the gun. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. May not have throw on 3rd. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. May. The throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top.
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first. Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up with the 20 after the touchback. The Patriots and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Elandon Roberts coming over for the hit. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Raider football. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Still going inside the 30. catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders with 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Raiders first. Working inside the red zone. Dump off caught by his back.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And again, it's Smith. That's Mayer, he's got it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Antonio Gibson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, so the Patriots headed out on offense again just before halftime. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Going play action, May. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Back to the air, it's May. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. To return this, Marcus Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's May to the air. Completed to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They're going play action. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Elandon Roberts coming over for the hit. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. Third down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, it's May. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On now comes their punter. Bryce Beringer, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Smith on first down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 39. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Flush down out to his left. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Patriots returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. May now from the gun. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's May. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. May looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, Smith to throw. Complete here to Bowers. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The visitors send quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for May. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. It's complete to Stevenson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
To the air yet again, May. And they take him down right along the 30.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Made a throw it. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him that.
And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots push their lead to 18. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun snap to Smith. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that safety.
No, that's a good call right there. You want baseball, Kate? I'll give you baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate. And I don't think we'll see it again in this game.
Secures this at the 17. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down, they go back to Stevenson. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Patriots can rest easy with a 3-score lead. May now on 3rd down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The offense getting set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 6 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field before the two tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch in every single yard that came with it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Smith on 1st down. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And again, it's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Working inside the red zone. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. Robert Spillane has it. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.